So the verdict is out. The verdict is out. The mother and father of the deceased child accepted the findings and is about to close that chapter, to bury their child, to close that chapter, and concluded it was an unfortunate situation of all the circumstances surrounding the chaos that erupted as a result of that, that was not stimulated, that was not encouraged, that was not fueled by the blood relatives of the dead child, even though things were talked about out of emotions, out of the fact that all the people keep putting it in their heads about ritual, child sacrifice, abduction, kidnapping, and all these things. The people who are looking for opportunity to do what they do best, they found the opportunity and they did what they did best. The father has now arrived at the position that his child had an unfortunate incident, and as a result of that, her young life was ended. To appease the people who are fueling this problem, who are shouting, who are on the left side of the parents of this child, typical devil demonic activities, whispering things in the ears of the parents. Don't believe it, don't believe it. Get an independent autopsy done. Get an independent forensic expert. Even though the parents cannot afford that, the government covered the cost. Just to show that it's an impartial government and a government of the people, of law and order. The mistakes that the police made has nothing to do with the government, has nothing to do with the president or the administration. Those policemen were there in the previous government. But yet, these evil people who spread this gossip, this propaganda, this fake news, and fueled the destruction that followed, the verdict was passed down by three well-renowned experts in their field, arrived at a unanimous decision that the child died from drowning. No foul play, no witchcraft, no obia, no sacrifice, no burns, none of that stuff. No broken bones, none of that. You all see the reports, you all heard it, you all read it, and the president took his time. That is not a job for the president, but the president took his time, came on the air, and did what the forensic expert should have done. The president himself did it, just to guarantee trust. He himself did it. Even after all of that, even after the father of the child says his child died from drowning, even after all of that, man, these motherfuckers, these Negro motherfuckers, and fuck you if you want to tell me something. This is beyond racism. This is malicious. This is beyond malice. I mean, you sit and you share this on your post and on your social media. For what? To achieve what? To show how Guyana is burning down by the Negro thugs? Then you want to blame the government for that? Look in the crowd, look at the people who are doing this. They're covering their faces, putting on masks. Look at the people who are doing this. And the rest of you are sharing it. You're getting fun from it. Burn the country down. Destruction because you don't own anything. You have nothing to your name. You have no worth, no value, no purpose. These thugs these robbers, these criminals, your sons and daughters, even after the father that the child is concerned, the people that this thing is about, said they accepted the verdict. This is about them, even after all of that. For heaven's sake, man, why are you people like that? You have these people that are hiding behind the American flag, who are not even American citizens, that are pushing and manipulating the weak-minded Negroes there in Guyana, who have no future, who would not capitalize on the opportunity of that country, who just want an excuse to create public unrest, mayhem. And when the police go get them, or the police shoot them, their parents are crying. Extrajudicial killing, police killings, police are killing black people. You sit there thinking you're secure and you're pushing these things on social media. Look at what they've done to that country. Even after the official report that they sponsored themselves. The child was not murdered, was not molested, was not kidnapped, was not raped, was not sacrificed, was not a part of any ritual. The child died, unfortunately, by drowning because people who were supposed to look over her and watch over her turned their backs. Yes, the hotel would take responsibility for not having lifeguards. Even after all of that, for heaven's sake, why do you Negroes gotta do that, man? You break the Chinese business. You break courts. You loot courts. You loot the Chinese business. You attack the people there. You attack the people there. You're burning the roads. You're destroying public infrastructure. You're destroying the things that the country has to spend money to build, money that the country can use to do something constructive. They have to use this money to compensate the people that you have fucked up their lives. Meddling in something that has nothing to do with you. Why? And you're telling me not to call these niggas low-life or niggas and thugs? Where are the good, decent black people of Guyana? Where are the good, decent black people of Guyana? What other words can you use to describe these elements? What? Give me one other word. Is this human? The decent church-going, law-abiding blacks of Guyana, tell me that you don't condemn this. Tell me that you don't condemn this. What did the Chinese do to these people? What did the businesses that they have broken into their stores? They have looted courts. Tell me what did courts do to this child or the family of this child? Justify this. Justify what they have done. Justify burning tires on the road even after the verdict has been read out. Justify. Tell me you have another name to describe these people. They're not low lives. They're high life. Would high life people do this? Would decent black people do this? Would law-abiding black people do this? You tell me. Explain it to me. President Irfan Ali, Vice President Jagdeo, or the Guyana government does not own that apartment, that hotel. The government does not own that hotel. The Chinese does not own that hotel. That hotel is owned by who it's owned. Tell me how the chaos after the reading of the autopsy report, that the only two persons that had to be convinced is the father and mother of that child, and they accepted the report. Justify for me, good citizens, good Afro-Guyanese, justify for me, how is the looting yesterday, the burnings, the destruction of public infrastructure, the endangering the lives of citizens, the burning of cars, the robbery, the breaking into stores, how is that justified? How is that in the name of that child? Tell me. How? Explain it to me. Fine. They are decent folks. Tell me that that is what decent folks do. Tell me. And I'm making an appeal right now on this broadcast. President Donald Trump, you are a man of law and order and peace. I'm asking your FBI department, under Kash Patel, under the Indian brother, Kash Patel, to take this matter on an international stage. There are people within your country that are using the protection of the American democratic system, and they're spewing. They're inciting violence, they're inciting chaos, they're inciting destruction. I'm asking you to investigate these people and give them their due. They are terrorists. What I want these Negroes to understand, China has the backs of the Chinese everywhere. India has the backs of the Indians everywhere. Who has your back? These Negro thugs, who has your backs? If the Chinese and the Indians say enough is enough, we're done with this shit, we are going to fight back. Who the fuck has your back? Tell me. Who has your back? You're pushing these people too long. You are pushing these people. You're provoking these people for them to respond. So you can blame the government to say, look, civil war, chaos. You are pushing these people, I'm telling you. Good Africans of Guyana, stop this. Report these thugs. They are provoking those people. There comes a time when people can't take it anymore. They can't take it anymore. The world has seen how they are terrorizing those people. It's all on video. The whole world has seen. This is all they live for. These hooligans, these hoodlums, these vagabonds, low-life lunatics, this is all they live for. For an opportunity to steal, to rob, to kill and destroy. Typical demons, possessed by the spirit of evil and destruction. No human being can live like that. Ladies, is this what you give birth to? Is this what you suffered 9 months? Some of you had C-section, cesarean section. Was this is what you were hoping for? To give birth to baby boys, to grow up to become like this? To do this? Tell me, this is what you envision for your child? To become this, such a public destructive destroyer? Find them, convict them, and jail them. Jail them. This is why I advise to remove the jail from the Camp Street and take it somewhere out of civilization. So those criminals who continue to terrorize that beautiful country and its law-abiding citizens, those criminals could be put away for the rest of their fucking lives. There's a special force in Suriname that likes to look for criminals. They're like the SWAT team in America. You know, the ones that shoot first and then ask questions after? That's one of the elite forces in Suriname. So if you're going to commit your crimes in Guyana and jump the borders to come here, I'm advising the law enforcement in Guyana to provide your pictures and your information to the Suriname authorities so they can put it in their scanners. And when the cameras catch you, that special force can come for you. They don't like criminals. That force in Suriname don't like criminals. They shoot first and then ask questions after. They always assume that you have a weapon. They are deadly. Deadly. So what you need to do is give yourself up. You're better off being alive in the hands of the Guyanese police. But if you're going to escape the borders and see you coming to Suriname to hide from the law in Guyana, you may not make it.